Hey, welcome back to another T Mike React. We got some crazy videos that might change the way you look at things in the world. So, if you need to get something to get comfortable, do what you got to do. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Don't believe anything you see in these videos. Go out and do your own research. Critical thinking is not illegal yet. And if you're new, think about hitting that like and subscribing if you like the content. For my returning T Mike React fam, make sure you hit that like coming in the door, share the videos, and listen. Without any further ado, let's get into this video, y'all.
Do you still think Chicago is called the Windy City because it's a windy city? Aw, that's cute. Well, if you don't want Chicago ruined for you, like I ruined New York, I wouldn't keep watching. Let's first do a quick recap on who the Statue of Liberty actually is and why it's called the Big Apple. You see, a funny thing happens when you wake up to the lies of the world. You start seeing things that are right there in plain sight. Things like this painting of Lucifer that was done in 1797. And how Lucifer is very often referred to as the morning star or the light bearer, and he is also referred to as Satan.
There's also another name.
Standing in a very familiar pose. So familiar that it can't just be coincidental. So familiar that you ask yourself, how did I not see this before? And then you take a closer look and you ask yourself, is that really even a woman's face? Because it looks an awful lot like the Lucifer painting's face. And then you realize that Lucifer was Satan in that Garden of Eden and offered Eve that infamous apple. And then that makes you think, New York, what is it often called? It's referred to as the Big Apple. Now, is that just a coincidence that they have a giant statue?
Think about it.
What in tarnations is going on? Throughout history, there's been many reports of humans encountering a tribe of headless humanoid beings. It wasn't just that they had no head, but their facial features was in their chest. Even in India, there was reports of these headless beings. There was even an old map locating where you could find them. And apparently, they used to hang around with the guy with the 1 foot. But what are they? Various species of mythical headless men were rumored in antiquity and later to inhabit remote parts of the world. They are variously known as Akapathli, headless ones, or Blimis, and described as lacking a head with their facial features on their chest. These were at first described as inhabitants of ancient Libya or the Nile system. Later traditions confined their habitat to a particular island in the Brizone River or shifted it to India. It makes me wonder, what if the map that we're using doesn't show everywhere? What if there's some uncharted regions where these headless men live? Because behind every myth, there's always some truth. And I don't know if this is a disability or some type of deformity, but it turns out these things were real.
I'm calling Cap.
It's a form of cosmic convergence. It's a good thing for everybody to be together right now. So
People went to the top of a mountain in Atlanta to try to open a portal to Atlantis. People really did this. Wow.
it's a part of the process. So we're gonna go again. Atlantis is Atlantis. We're gonna say it again 7 times. Keep the frequency high.
Why 7?
1, 2, 3.
Where's the portal?
Give B-Down another round of applause.
Yeah.
He's the legendary. Indigenous one.
That's right.
Radio Indian himself.
Radio.
Welcome, legendary
Radio.
Top Cat.
Wait a minute. Top Cat. This is that gathering. Billy Carson was out there. There's a few people that was out there. Oh, this is what they were talking about. I'm gonna have to look into that, y'all.
It seems like every time they try and hide something from us, something else come out. Now I know everybody heard about what happened in Washington D.C. and I know y'all seen the videos of that UFO looking like it's gonna crash. And I also know that y'all seen the video of the police gathering together like they waiting for something, like something is going.
Have y'all noticed that? I haven't come across that, y'all. If y'all have, send it to me.
On. Then we're gonna take it to Raleigh, North Carolina. I know y'all seen that. You've seen multiple people say that they seen a UFO. That they seen a UFO, an actual UFO, that they seen it. But just like expected, we don't see no news coverage of it. No news stations, no media is talking about it. The only people that's talking about it is us. And the reason we talking about
Now, I did see something a couple of days ago. Unfortunately, I didn't have my phone, but y'all, keep your eyes up.
it is because now we are the news. See, in the past, when things happen, we was the last people to get the information. Now, when things happen, we're the first people to get the information, and they don't like that. So what they're gonna try and do? They're gonna try and tuck it under the rug like it never happened. We're not talking about it, so it never happened. But it did happen. And guess what? It happened in other places too. In the UK.
Have you guys been seeing anything in the sky?
What on earth is that?
Look at that.
The giant sea creature was spotted off the coast of North Carolina.
I stood up real quick and I said, oh my gosh, it was kind of like we saw a dinosaur.
The Twitterverse is going into
The
overdrive. A reference to the legendary Loch Ness monster of Scottish folklore. To solve the mystery, we turn to wildlife experts.
Question, family. Not trying to get religious or spiritual or anything like that, but in the Bible it says in the latter days it'll be just like the days of Noah. Now we know the Bible talked about monsters, giants, things of that nature. Are we going to start seeing monsters and giants and things of that nature? Sea monster, North Carolina. What do y'all think it is?
Ron McGill of
Alligator?
Miami. What the heck is this?
Animals coming to the surface for only a second or two. And they see, what do they see? And they see it a second or two. And all of a sudden their imagination starts getting bigger and bigger. And all of a sudden it's the Loch Ness Monster.
What y'all think? I'm going to be honest, I don't know. With the way AI is now,
About Turkmenistan.
how do you know what's
I
real?
mean, not only do they have all of this craziness going
Is this a real place? You know, we got to ask chat. And I can't pronounce it, so I'm going to spell it out, guys. So, is ASHGABATTUR Afghanistan, Turkmenistan. Wow. A real place. And I'm going to let y'all hear what it says. Oh. Oh, wow.
Yes, Ashgabat is real. It is the capital city of Turkmenistan, located between the Karakum Desert and the Kopet Dag Mountains, near the border with Iran. Some quick facts. Founded in 1881, it became the capital of the Turkmen Soviet Socialist Republic in 1924 and later the independent nation's capital in 1991. Known for its white marble buildings, it holds a Guinness World Record for the highest density of marble-clad buildings. The city has landmarks like the Neutrality Arch, the Turkmenbashi Ruhi Mosque, and the Independence Monument. Population, roughly 1 million people. Would you like me to also show you what Ashgabat looks like today with images of its skyline and architecture?
No, thank you, but okay.
But there's also a giant crater that's always on fire. That kind of reminds me of the craters I've talked about in my other videos, if you catch my drift. But this isn't the craziest part, no. The craziest part about all this, even though they have things that look like Lucifer's torch and the Egg of Ishtar and a giant plunger, the craziest part is this place is completely empty. And when I'm talking empty, I mean empty. You would be lucky to see...
Women, they just said there's a population of roughly 1 million people, so how is it empty?
one person or one car driving around in this insane city that's mostly made of white marble. The city that has another thing that looks like Lucifer's torch. Just look at this place.
Well,
literally the craziest looking
the
city
architecture
I've ever seen.
is different.
I mean, if this place doesn't give you major Antichrist vibes, I don't know what does. This is their former president who's wearing a cape and statues with shields of lions on them. You know who's talked about as coming back as a lion, right? I'm not even done yet. There's more. I haven't even talked about these crazy ruins in Ashgabat. These ruins that look like they came from a prior civilization that probably had...
What are they hiding from us, y'all?
You can actually walk from one continent to the next, and I'm going to prove it today. Now, all Hebrews, I am not trying to disprove Deuteronomy chapters 28. I am not trying to disprove that you came into slavery with ships. That is not what I am trying to do. I am being a mediator between you and the 9 tribes, the Jews and the 9 tribes, Israel and Judah. There are people in America that call themselves native Indians. Let's prove how they got there. Are you ready? Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Are you watching? Let's go. Now, you walk from the United States into Canada, all the way to Alaska. And do you see this little gap right here? That gap was once frozen. Guess when? 2019. That's when it was unfrozen. That means it's been frozen for many, many years. You could literally walk from here on the ice over to Russia. Literally. This maritime boundary just got unfrozen. Russia just started to make money from this water. It was frozen. They couldn't send no boats through there to make money. So if it's frozen, you would be able to walk across from Alaska, which is part of America, to Russia. And if it's not frozen, it would take you literally 1 hour to go across the waters to Russia. 1 hour. Family, and that's on a rowboat. Then you would literally walk into Russia, walk from Russia down to China, from China to India. You could walk from India to Iran, all the way to Iraq, all the way to this little piece right here, which is Israel. And do you see what's connected to Israel? Same little piece right there, Africa. Africa. You can literally walk from America to Africa. Now you want to go to Europe? Let's walk. Now let's walk to Europe. You can either take that route, which is water, or you can take this route again backwards, which is land. Now if you took the route backwards, you go through Saudi Arabia, Iran, up to Turkey. You know, Turkey right there. Walk all the way over to Europe. You can literally walk to Europe. Yes, you can walk to Europe from Africa. You can walk from Ukraine to Poland to Germany to France to Italy to Spain. Then if you want to go back to Africa, you just go across this little water right here. Even going to the UK, England is a simple boat ride. Simple boat ride. 1 hour, 2 hours, the most. My question is this: if the Father said he split the earth in 6 parts and 7 is under the sea, then what if the whole of this that's still attached, by the way, is all one continent? I proved that you can walk from America to Africa. Shalom.
Y'all leave that in the comments. What y'all think about that? Cap, true. Does that conflict with the globe flat thing? I mean, what's going on, y'all?
Oh my days. Oh my diddy. So if you don't know by now, that American history, alongside Australian, is one of the most made up stories out there, then you're probably still plugged into the Matrix. This is the Lincoln High School in Washington, and they say it was founded in 1913. But we know, anytime they use the word founded, it means they found it. It means the building was already there.
Right.
Because why would you build a high school that looks like a castle? More like you turned a castle into a high school. So this is what I don't think you understand. Around the 1800s and the early 1900s, there was no resistance to their agenda. All they was doing is robbing people's land, putting people into slavery, and rewriting history. So when it comes to buildings like this, they always say there was some architect, he always comes from out of town, he got some funding from somewhere, then they rebuilt the building, then they moved the building, and then they changed it. And the reason why they do that is so you can't trace the origin, so you get confused. They didn't build these buildings. These buildings that they talk about in America, the New World, America is the old world. I mean, look, they've even got mud flooded windows. Guaranteed this building goes 3-4 levels underground. I know this might be difficult for you to understand because you've read a lot of books and you studied in high school. But all you studied was a set of lies that they agreed upon. They claim there are no castles in America.
There's castles all over America.
The castles are hiding in plain sight. The castle, they turned into a high school.
Make you think, right? This is what I caught the other day. This fucker was huge. Doesn't look like it, but it was.
That motherfucker huge, too.
Didn't realize it was in there. But what you guys think about these videos, man? Make you think twice about a few things. Check out one of my other videos. I'm not sure if it pop up on the screen. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Don't forget, hit that like, share, leave a comment. If you don't have a comment, leave an emoji. It helps channel out. I'm not getting monetized, so if you guys want to help that channel out, share and like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. So, until next time, keep your head on the swivel. Stay safe. Peace and love.